Hi, everyone.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
I know.
I'm back with my buddy. This is why we need to sit. That's perfect,
exactly
huh?
it,
Just
yeah.
like this, huh?
But we're kind of like
That's
smothering
weird,
each
though.
other. That's very,
That's
very
weird.
weird. And people are logging in now, so
Hey,
make sure
everybody.
we know when you come
Where's
on.
Tom?
We don't know yet. Nobody's typing yet. People are see they're coming in.
Tom.
We missed you guys, but we needed a break.
We did. We needed a break.
We needed a break.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, Sharice. No, you know what? Sharice and Carmela. And guys, you know what? Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year's, everybody. I hope everybody's been good, huh?
I know. And have you guys been staying?
Wait, are we supposed to be saying something else, though?
Oh, we got to say the name of the show.
We starting already.
I totally forgot the name of the show again. One of these years we're gonna get it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it now.
You do it.
Welcome, everyone.
What is Monk saying now? Monk said not eternal. Okay, we're getting Monk's go ahead.
His email address?
No. We're getting his ticker tape thing correct because I'm fixing it while you say good morning.
Okay,
Babette.
So welcome everyone to another episode of Sunday Bites and Tidbits. I'm Chef Babette. This is my beautiful co-host, Terrah Bennett Smith.
Yes, hello.
And we are so excited to be back.
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay, so we goofing Monk up again.
ETERNEL.
Oh,
okay.
Monk, you got too much going on, Monk.
Okay, we got it right now, Monk. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. We're so happy to see you guys. Okay, Monk, this is it? Thumbs up. I can see you. That's it? Okay, good. Well, I know. That's okay. You know, it's you write eternal the way you write eternal.
Tom!
Hey,
Tom!
And Nita and Patricia and Danae and Sharon
man.
and Pam Walker. We froze. When did we freeze?
When?
Are we frozen now?
We froze.
We don't want to freeze because
we froze? Because we don't feel froze.
We don't feel a frozen, child. We don't feel.
No, man, no froze.
No froze. You know what? It's so hard. Not hard. It's. We feel kind of like a little slumpy-ish.
Sorta. It was rough for us today.
They kind of get back into gear because Sundays have been lately, hours to do and go on weekend trips, but we miss you guys.
Yeah.
And we're so happy to have you and all of our new fans. And is everybody doing well with COVID?
Yeah, I hope everybody's been COVID free.
Oh, somebody said we both thawed out.
Yeah,
I'm frozen.
That's Tom said that.
Tom said. No, someone said we were frozen and Tom said we both
thawed out. Okay.
Someone said you rock, Chef Babette. So yeah, we missed you guys doing Chef Babette's
yeah. Hey, my birthday.
She turned 70. And somebody said they just found out about you. Well,
and I got hacked.
And her Instagram got totally hacked. After all, and please help me thank Doctor for his good work. Okay, we can't read all that. Sorry.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot, honey. I'm sorry.
Should we just read it?
No, we got a show. We got guests waiting. Sorry.
Oh, do we have guests?
We got wonderful guests.
Who are our guests?
Our guests are Monk and Cat, or Cat and Monk.
Cat and Monk and Monk and Cat. Cat and Monk and Monk and Cat. Okay.
But anyway, we can read everything about them, but you know what? Sometimes it's best to just allow people to say, we've known them. When did you meet Cat and Monk?
We met them for a while now.
But you've known them before.
Yeah.
And we had them on the show earlier we call it season because this started season 2.
Yeah,
last season we were having technical difficulties. So we had to have them back as our first guest. And we have a lot of people logging in. Look at that.
I'm so excited. Thank you, guys.
Excited. Yes, this is so much fun. So basically what the show covers, for those of you who are new and with us, we cover everything. We have everything from doctors, fitness people, everything that health related. And we're going to be broadening it too.
Say that again.
Broadening it too. Because, inner health is no good without mental health, without physical health.
Yes.
You could be trying to eat well, but if your mind ain't well and you can't get up off the bed.
You see how we malfunctioning right now, honey? Have you been seeing how people are they're not nourishing themselves and they're malfunctioning? They went out to the Capitol. They was climbing up the walls like walkers. I don't know if y'all ever saw. Never mind. I got excited, huh? But anyway.
Anyway, so that's what we want to bring. So we bring everything from MD, Western medical doctors who crossed over to plant-based. They have, their patients.
That's
They
right.
heal patients. We have juice gurus. Monk and Cat are changing lives.
Oh, but let me tell you,
What?
Monk and Cat are fine as hell.
No, they are fine.
Okay,
ladies,
so
they're fine.
ladies,
They got fine bodies.
ladies, boom,
bam,
bam.
Yeah.
And they're vegans.
So all of
Miss
that,
me with all that protein stuff. Okay.
Right, all that you can't build.
Don't you think we? Hey, Judy, what's up, Judy?
Hey,
Big Scales.
I work in.
I went to high school with her.
Okay, all right.
Yup.
Well, anyway, without further ado, we do.
Without further, what?
Ado, we do.
I like that. You should keep that one.
I am.
Okay.
Let's bring in Monk and Cat.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, yo, what's going on?
Hey, take your hands down. Can you remove those glasses? There's a little bit of a.
Well, I got on my glasses.
You messing with him? I'm messing with him, and he took them down.
What are you drinking?
Some tea that Monk got me. I don't know what kind of tea you got drinking today.
It's a secret.
Uh-oh.
Say hi to everybody, yo.
It's a secret.
Say hi to everybody, I said.
You said, hey, hello, everybody.
Hey,
you said, say hi to everybody.
Which one is Monk?
How's everybody doing?
So who's Monk and who's Cat?
You're
Monk.
I'm Cat.
Come
on. The best of both worlds right here.
I know you guys are, and you guys have been doing some great things individually and collectively, right?
Yeah, we do a lot of different projects together throughout the Bay Area, and we have our individual projects that we do on our own as well.
I think we should let Cat, since Cat has like 4 paragraphs of stuff he's doing, I think Cat, you should start off by giving us a little bit of information about some of the things that you're into. But first of all, let them know that you what you do normally is build up bodies. And
so as of right now, I'm a full-time trainer helping people transition to a plant-based diet. People that are looking to strengthen their body, weight loss, the whole nine. Obviously, during COVID, we had to move our program to online. But since then, we've started a brand new program called Heal the Hood. And Heal the Hood, we're going back into inner city communities. We went into San Francisco, Oakland, and Richmond and provided over 900 meals to inner city communities and educating those communities on the health benefits of plant-based nutrition to help lower the risk of people suffering from diabetes, heart disease, cancer, obesity, everything that we see plague our community. So that's what we've been doing these last couple months in the Bay Area.
Now,
and then this is guys like this that join me that come out there, and he's one of the coaches that come to the different locations and educate. And actually, I didn't mention my partners in crime. I want to give a huge shout out to the Vegan Hood Chefs. Hopefully they're watching this right now because they're a huge part of Heal the Hood. They're actually the chefs that provide the meals for the community. So they cooked all the meals throughout Richmond, Oakland, and San Francisco, and people love the food. These are people that are looking to transition from their standard American diet over to a plant-based diet.
Nice.
Well, we have a couple of comments before we move on. This was one of them. We just want to make mention. Chef Babette, you're right. They are fine.
Ooh.
Okay, we just want to throw that out there. And someone else said, I love Heal the Hood. Come to San Diego.
There you go.
Let's go. Let's go. We got to go to SoCal. I want to reach out to y'all and get one in LA first. I got
ready. We need to do that.
There you go.
We'll make sure you got food. Monk, what you doing?
I'm just chilling.
Monk, what you doing? Tell about your work.
Yeah, so I do transformational coaching. I also train people too. I do like train people in corporate as far as their personal training, but I'm more of a help people with the spiritual aspect of self. So I'm more of a meditation style coach, right? Tapping into the real self, right? I believe that if you tap into who you really are, right, your spirit and you build from that foundation, then you want to take care of your physical health and your mental health. But it all starts with that foundation.
You got to heal from the inside out.
And that's exactly what we were saying in the beginning. You know,
we try to work backwards. It's like, what can I do for my health? And you start. I'm not saying it doesn't work that way, but I'm saying if the foundation is strong, then even if you fall off, you get back on and you keep going.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying at the beginning about, you know, it's a package deal when you're
Right.
really trying to be a whole. So tell us what love. What?
I'm an author as well. I have this here.
Love Over Fear.
A Guide to Peace and Purpose. So that's a book that is coming out on the 21st. It's already available on Amazon. But it's about 10 principles that I wrote about and my personal experience of how I even looked another direction. Most of the times we're always looking outside, trying to find peace and happiness in our lives and purpose in our lives, looking, maybe trying to get, possessions or the right wife or the right husband or the right job.
Everything the world tells us we're supposed to be doing.
Everything, right?
Keeps on telling us a lie.
And every time you get whatever you think is going to get to bring you happiness,
You got to get something else.
The goalpost moves every single time. You got to know that happiness, peace, and all that is within you right now. So it's time to tap in right now. You're complete, you're whole. You don't need anything to complete you and to bring you happiness and joy. So once you have that foundation, now whatever you get outside of that, plus you're going to raise your frequency. So when you do get a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife, they're going to match your frequency. You're going to have a healthy relationship.
You know, you're talking my language, right? This is all what I teach and preach. And I'm opening up a facility, and you're going to have to be one of my peoples that teach it, because that's specifically what Babette and I are working on, and broadening this brand, because, you know, eating healthy is just one aspect, man, you know, and it's a small aspect of the whole picture, you know. So there's some questions here. Let's just, and then we're going to go back. These questions are
right quick. Come to Mississippi. Come to Sacramento.
Right.
We coming, y'all. We coming.
Okay.
So you know what?
They got to hit me up on social media, and we got to make these connections.
That's right. That's what I was about to say. The social media is on the flyer as well. We're going to put it down below, but their website is also there. Let's start making that happen, because Monk, go ahead.
So what I was saying about the thing earlier on the ticker, you had it backwards. It was Eternal Monk instead of Monk Eternal. Right. So I don't know what you have on there now, but
because I forgot to put it down, but I'm going to put it down right now, because, you know, I'm technically everything.
Right.
Okay. So let's look.
Let me see. It's not up there yet.
Monk Eternal.
No, it's with an A. It's Eternal with an A.
I had an A, and then I thought
but it was backwards. It was Eternal.
No, I fixed it. Okay, well, let me go back. Okay.
Yeah, so it's with the A.
I got it, y'all. You know, y'all know we didn't come back any more savvy than we left.
Right.
I'm gonna be real.
All right, we're getting it done though.
But I have a producer coming on who's going to help us with some of this stuff, because I am burnt. Okay, now let's look. Did I save it?
Okay, it's coming. Hold on, everybody, because we want to make sure you guys can find Monk Eternal. Right, there it is, right there.
There it is. Okay, so someone asked, does plant-based diet includes any meat?
Huh? No. So everything that when I'm helping people transition, it's more so talking about when it comes to health, right? You know, people talk about the vegan diet, right? And it's still a lot of processed foods when you transition to a vegan diet. So if it's for health issues, that's why I was like more plant-based whole foods when we're talking about overall health, when it comes to those issues of diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and all that. We focus on those things, foods that come from the earth.
There you go.
So the name of the book is called Love Over Fear.
I'm going to put it down here now.
Show the cover again.
Over Fear.
A Guide to Peace and Purpose.
Where can I get this book? That's what she really wants to know.
Amazon.
Go to Amazon right now. I know you got the app on your phone.
A Guide to Peace and Purpose.
Guide to
Peace and Purpose.
Peace and Purpose.
There you go.
And it's by Monk
Coleman.
By Monk Coleman. Okay, so can you share some of the wonderful successes you're having with people both of you, on your journeys now? Because and the fact that any of these people you can work with from where you are now, right? They don't have to be where you are. I mean, where they are. So share some
exactly. With the online coaching now, it kind of before the pandemic, I was only training people and helping people within the Oakland and Richmond area in the Bay Area. And now, since everything's gone online, I've been helping people from Sacramento, LA. I had a couple people reach out to me from Tennessee and across the country.
Wow.
So now we're able to expand the brand and help people all over the country, potentially all over the world.
Wow, that's great.
And what about you, Monk? What do you?
It was pretty seamless for me when it came to the coaching part. Luckily for myself, the big accounts that I had, they was like, okay, let's just go ahead and keep running. Let's go ahead and run it to Zoom classes now, right? So I didn't really lose a lot, but it's interesting, and I know Kat probably can attest to this with himself too. Is when we coach people physically, it's not just about the physical part. Right? So there's some coaches out there that'll just be like, it's all about your body. It's all about, I used to be one of those. Right? It's all about your body. But there's so much more. Even mindset is something different, right? So when you coach, you want to do it holistically. Even if they don't really know you're doing it, you want to slip some stuff in. And that's what I do. When people get comfortable with me, I'll slip in. Even at the end of a class, I'll have them all lay down on we're going to relax now, but what we're really doing is we're meditating. We're relaxing. We're feeling our bodies. We're getting present. So I'll slip stuff in there like that because I know how important it is. And most of the day, we are never present. Never. The only time that exists is now, ever. And most of the time, we're gone. We're in the past or the present, and we're missing the now. We're missing
You need to preach, and you need to say that again. Please, please, please.
We're missing our whole life. The only thing that exists, we're missing it. Right? We're not here to enjoy it. And I was talking to somebody today. I came across somebody today, and they was talking about career this, career that, career that. Don't get so caught up in your career that you lose your life.
In your life. One of the things that I do that Babette, she loves, that I have a little hourglass.
I love it.
That I keep. So whenever I get, I just put it in my hand because the sand that's at the top of that ain't mine. Yeah. The sand that is the bottom of that is gone. And even the sand that's going through, it doesn't matter till it hits that middle section. And then it's gone.
Not like that.
And then it's gone. And so when what it teaches me is to just stop. Sit in this moment. You know what I mean? And bask, whatever it is, to bask in this moment and not get caught up in, I want this career, like you said, because it all just is fleeting. And you're always chasing the next thing and you're never settling into the joy of life. Now, when you add that with good food and good fitness, shit, you're rocking.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest lesson that we could take away from 2020, that as a collective, we had that time to reflect in the present moment versus, just going through the daily routines that we've created for ourselves, a lot, even with people that may have lost their jobs and stuff like that. Now, it's open doors and saying like, okay, I can't rely on this system that I've always relied on. I have to do something maybe that I'm more passionate about or make another way.
So let's talk a little bit about, because you guys are in phenomenal shape.
Oh, somebody ordered the book.
Yeah, a few people said they ordered the book.
Nice.
Before we go back, let me just make sure I can put down your Facebook. Because somebody said, where do they find you on Facebook? Cat Fitness is one, right?
Yeah, Cat Fitness on Facebook. You'll see the logo of the lion on
And Monk, who are you on Facebook?
Vegan Monk on Facebook.
Vegan Monk, that's right. I knew it's
and
vegan.
Also Monkey Turner on Facebook. I got two pages.
You got all kind of stuff.
Fancy like.
And 2 Black authors on Facebook.
Oh, Lord be. I can't type that fast.
I know. You can just put Vegan Monk.
Black authors. I'm putting it all down. Okay, so we know that you guys got muscles. Y'all got muscles, right? Y'all still got muscles?
I hope so.
Oh.
Okay. You been working out, man?
Yeah, I hope so.
Huh?
Yeah. We were hoping that we'd have some eye candy, but no.
They never share. They never share.
Huh?
We just supposed to show up with our shirts off? Is that what?
Yeah, that would work.
What else is the point? You think this
That
is
is
about really
hilarious.
about being a vegan?
I see you, your post on Instagram.
That's
Mom.
why they gotta go follow us.
Don't be trying to act like you don't have your shirt off, always showing your body.
I don't even remember the last time I had my shirt on. I take a shower with my shirt on.
No, we don't, y'all. Anyway, we got folks that are asking questions about food stuff. Now, I know that you guys are really, really, really on point when it comes to your diet. And let's talk about the protein that everybody wants to know about, especially for people, bodybuilders.
Yeah.
How do you, being plant-based, how do you get your protein? What's the best way? Or what are some ways that you get protein?
Well, me personally, I get a lot of my protein from like chickpeas, chickpeas, lentils, greens. What did I just have? Tempeh.
Nuts.
I eat a whole bunch of tempeh, tofu, just a little bit of everything. Kind of just a mixture.
That's my diet.
Huh?
That's what I eat.
Yeah, you eat the good stuff. That's why you look the way you look.
You know, it's just incredible. Monk, what about the other stuff? You take a supplement?
I do take protein. I don't take it every day, but sometimes I take I drink a protein drink. It's like a superfood from Clean Machine. I take that clean green protein, but you don't need it, right? So when you're training and you're really training for a competition and you're really putting a lot of workload on your body, right? You might need a little extra, right? Extra protein than a normal person. But if you eat enough food, you get enough protein.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah.
People have a misconception, right, about this protein thing because the meat industry is pushing protein equals meat equals protein. So you need your protein. They're really saying you need your meat. This is all comes from
Yes.
So now when you I ordered a salad one time and they said, what do you want? What kind of protein?
Protein.
I'm like, what does that mean? What kind of protein? The protein is in there already. I don't need no chicken on top of this. If that's what you need.
And you know, it's so funny when you go, you remember when we go to like Whole Foods or certain stores now, they all have cheese, they all have chicken. Like it's like mandatory to put that on salads now when you get them already prepared.
Already made. Yeah, that little yellow
on everything
sprinkled on top.
Somebody was asking about how to cook tempeh.
How do you cook your tempeh?
So I cook mine in a skillet. So usually tempeh has pretty much no flavor. So however you season it, a lot of times I just take coconut aminos or different kind of aminos and saute it in there. And I'll cook it with like bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, things like that. Just give it a whole bunch of flavor and kind of make like different little bowls with quinoa.
Because you can slice it and fry it up and make it crispy on the outer side as well.
Yeah, you can like little strips. Like little strips. Like if you were cutting.
She act like she's a chef or something.
I know she act like she was.
I'm so happy to hear that, Kat, because that is the perfect way to
I do mine.
tempeh.
I do mine with I slice some peppers. I slice peppers and put a little I can't think of flour, but it's not real flour. And then I saute with the peppers and some vegetables.
Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Everything.
Yeah.
So how much protein do you think we need?
Well, I'm gonna give you a perfect example of how much protein we don't need. So mother's milk has very low protein, and that's the perfect food for a human. So now if you can take that, the percentage of protein that's in mother's milk, and translate it to an adult, that's how much you need. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, you're never lacking. There's no such thing as protein deficiency if you're not bulimic or anorexic. If you eat enough food, you are getting enough protein. If you're an athlete, you need a little more.
And when you look up what protein is, you'll find so many sources that are just in the air. I mean, the protein is everywhere.
It's in everything.
Exactly.
It's in everything.
So your clients, here's Rhonda Benjamin. She has a question. Is it hard to go vegan? Now, I'm sure you've had clients who come to you who are not vegan.
Yeah.
Do most of them end up transitioning?
A lot of them, transition, or they get to 80-90%, throughout their journey. So it's nothing that I pressure people, right? I just educate people. That's the whole goal with what I do with my clients, and the whole goal of what we do with Heal the Hood. It's just better educating them to make smarter decisions for themselves, right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, whether you do it all at once or you do it six months down the line, you still get to the final result, right? Some people think like, if I can't stop eating meat and cheese today, I can't go vegan. No, well, where can we start? What can we start cutting back on? How can we introduce one plant-based meal a week? How can we add another recipe? You know what I'm saying? Building upon things that you like, that you enjoy. So it's consistency, right? I think the pressure of doing it all at once puts a lot of fear into people, that if they can't do it all at once, then I won't do it at all. And that's not really the approach that I take when I talk. But those that are ready to kind of go cold turkey, ready to go, then that's another story as well.
Okay. And what is tempeh made of?
Soy.
Soy.
Yeah, soybean.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
fermented,
But right quick, before we go into that, somebody brought up a really good point when they're talking about how the corporations, and we're going to say primarily meat and dairy industry, how they pay millions and millions of dollars to lie to us. And unfortunately, we have been misled when it comes to our diet. And it's incredible to me that I can remember years ago being in school and they come out with this chart, this food pyramid. And then all the stuff that they have on this food pyramid, by the time you're 40 and you're getting sick, they tell you to stop eating. They tell you to stop eating that shit. So it's like
it's upside down.
It's just
flip it up the other way.
It's just what happens is our palates, we create our palates, and then we find out that we've been doing it all wrong, because now internally we're making ourselves sick because of the lives that we have been fed. That is why we have to start learning on our own and don't take the word of everybody else.
And that's across the board. But you know what else? Everyone I know who has had breast cancer, as soon as they're off, they have to cut out meat.
Yeah.
They make them
Why
stop
is
eating
that? Why is that's so interesting? Because why is it once you get sick, they say now don't
eat all this stuff.
Get out everything. Stop eating dairy. Stop eating meat.
Listen, just think about it. Think about the connection. You have the people selling you the stuff, and then once you get ill, you have the pharmaceutical companies, you have the doctors, and then once you die, you got the. It's just all linked together. You know, it's just all.
It's a vicious cycle.
Hey, look,
especially
I'll send them to you in a minute.
I'm almost done with them.
Yeah, I'm almost done with them. I'll send them to you in a minute.
Know what? And the importance, and I go back to like the whole body mind thing, Monk, back to you, because the importance of getting the mind together too, because once you get in that headspace as well with your food, you really want to open up and see how to be your best version of yourself. And you start to not just research, mentally what you need to work on, but you also want to look at the physicality of stuff. You want to make sure that you can, it's so exciting when you start one part of the journey and get to the next part and the next part. You don't want to leave any bit or piece out of it, you know?
Exactly.
Do weight lifters and bodybuilders need more protein?
Yes. You're putting your body under way more stress than a normal person. So to recover, you need more protein to recover.
So what do you guys do? So you just eat more?
No, that's when you fall back into your powder, your additional.
Yeah, exactly. So during my training, I'll take BCAAs, which is also amino acid, right? For healing and recovery. Hold on one second. My computer's doing something weird. Okay, we're back. And I will take amino acids, which protein is an amino acid as well. I'll take protein as well. But it's like a superfood, so it's full of nutrients too. On top of that, so you just want to, after you're done working out, a real strong, hour and a half, you want to just get this inside you so you can start the healing process. So rest, you lift heavy, you eat more protein than normal, and then you rest.
Got it.
Okay, so we're back to the brand. Someone says, what brand of protein do you use? And this one is, what's the best vegan protein supplement powder? What you think about Vega?
Vega or sprouted protein. Is it Vega or is that vegan?
Vegan.
There's no N on there. So Just because I'm sponsored by them, it sounds like I'm biased to Clean Machine, but Clean Machine is the best protein powder that I've had because it's a whole food and it's the most nutrient-dense planet on the planet. So,
but there's also
fiber, it has amino acid, you know, all this different other things in it that protein has. It's not just
it has a complete profile.
Yeah,
amino acid profile.
Okay, now we're gonna have to ask this, and we can pass on this one, but I'm curious because it's on the table, it's everywhere, and I gotta find it because it just left. Because these things, there's so many questions. Which was the COVID virus? What vaccine? What do you think about the COVID vaccine? Do we want to touch it?
Well, wait a minute. Let me just tell you. My daughter sent me a video of a woman that got that vaccine.
The one that was shaking?
Honey, did you see that lady? And they are not reporting. They are not reporting what people are the
Bell's palsy.
Yeah.
She is like can't stop moving all day, all night. It only happened after she got the vaccine.
Well, and you know, we're at that place where you just got to do your research. And like we talk the same thing we talk about food. And I know people are panicked and they're worried, but the same way we talk about food, if you can't pronounce it and you don't know what's in it, why would you eat it?
Well, you gotta realize our immune system starts with our gut anyway.
Well, the only issue I have with medication, period. That's why I don't take it. Well, I will take an Aleve if I got some muscle aches every now and then. But the point is, there's always something wrong with the medication. What about the commercials?
20,000 different side effects.
They be all running through the lilies of the field and happy about their medication, and then the little voice on the side is like, yeah.
No, it's not only
but if
it's
you
really, really fast.
Yeah.
They give you diarrhea, heart attack, cancer,
brain dead.
They say it's so fast because it's so, number one, it's so much to fit in the 30 seconds, but it's also, can they catch it? Say it really fast, see if they can catch it. Go ahead, Monk.
I work with a lot of biologists and physicists and people like that, and virologists and all these different biotech people. And I was talking to one of my clients one day, and I was trying to explain to her why Black people don't trust this type of thing. And one of the red flags for me was they were trying to give it to Black and brown people first because they wanted to help us, right? That was the first red flag. They've never given Black and brown people anything first if it was really good.
That's real tough.
And I've heard that, but I've also heard that's not true. That's a rumor. Somebody started that. So I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't take vaccines on a regular basis. That's just my
Terrah, what in this country's history have they done for Black and brown people?
Put them in jail
to benefit them before everybody else.
Fried chicken.
Nothing.
Right. Right?
No.
You hear me, right? So the last time we fell for that, we got injected with syphilis.
Come on.
And looked at the long-term effects on the human body and just watched people die. Now, I explained this to her. This is why we don't trust this vaccine. When you say it's for Black and brown people because they're the most acceptable to this and we want to help them, look, they're not helping us when we get shot down in the streets. They're not helping us as far as the prison reform. They're not helping us to get better education in schools. So why all of a sudden now they want to save us? I don't understand.
It's because Blacks and brown people had COVID. The numbers were higher than every other.
So we think.
No, that's what they said.
But listen, but I understand that. But that doesn't rule out the fact that if they really wanted to help us, they could have done that 400 years ago.
No, I'm with you. I'm not. I'm with you.
Well, I mean, if you think about it from that perspective as well, like look at our communities. We get the shittiest when it comes to the food. We have the most fast food restaurants in the community. We have the most liquor stores. All that stuff weakens our immune system, so we're more susceptible.
Well, don't leave out. They put all the fast food restaurants in our community.
No, that's what he said. He said that. Yeah.
All the fast food restaurants in our community.
No grocery stores.
That's what I'm saying. We don't have the fresh produce. We don't have all those things to boost our immune system.
So when you look at all that as a whole, and then they're trying to tell you they're trying to help you, I don't see that.
No. Well, boy, we got it.
Come on. Open the can of worms.
I have a girlfriend that wants to make a comment about protein. So this is my girl Jen Olu, my family.
Husband used to eat meat and took him days to recover from workouts. After eating plant-based, he says he is stoked to lift every day without the recovery time. Not sure if that's common.
Yeah, you heal faster.
He's eating more antioxidants as well, so that helps with the recovery process.
That's
see, your body wants nutrients. It doesn't want calories. So when you switch to a whole food plant-based diet, you're getting the nutrients for recovery.
Well,
that's deep.
UC Berkeley did a research study a few years ago that proved that the leukemia virus in cows is in the breast tissue of human breast cancer patients. Oh, well, like one of the doctors was saying to us one day, he said, we think about milk. Let's just take milk because I never liked milk growing up. And they said, you're not gonna grow. I'm 5'9".
Thank you.
I guess I grew. I have no broken anything. I fall down at my age and I get up and keep walking.
Thank you.
But with that said, he was saying that milk from cows is meant for calves because they grow to be 400 pounds. And we are the only species that give our milk, that feed our children another species milk.
Yeah.
And wondering why they got all this mucus and stuff because it wasn't meant for our human bodies.
Well, first of all, how big is a baby calf compared to a human child?
Right.
Why do you need the milk of a baby that belongs to a baby calf? That just doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. And they gave it to, and I was so sick as a kid because of dairy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's so funny because we're so crazy in the head. If I gave you another woman's breast milk to drink versus cow milk, you would think that exactly. Here's some human breast milk, have a glass. You look at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? But if I slid you some cow's milk, the program is so deep, you wouldn't think if you drink milk.
But look, too, you would never, ever, ever bend down and just start sucking on a cow's udder.
I have, but I was young.
No, you didn't.
Did you really?
No, he didn't. He ain't never seen no cows. He was in the hood. It wasn't no cows in the hood.
They bring cows in the hood.
No, it wasn't not the cow. Not what I'm talking about.
I wasn't in the hood. I was up in the Humboldt. I was not in no hood. I was in the hood later, but I wasn't in the hood at that time. When I was.
But you wasn't with no cows sucking on no udders.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean,
who knows, right? Well, dairy spends millions to advertise in Black neighborhoods, and that's why, And most of us find you can drink it for a while, and as you get older, you're lactose intolerant. I don't care. I don't know anyone as an adult that's African American that can still drink milk.
It's not even just African American. White folks drink milk and fart like everybody else. Right. Ain't no human supposed to be drinking no cow's milk. Sorry, done.
Well, we were just
point blank, period.
Yeah, it ain't just Black people. Humans are not supposed to be eating another animal's milk.
We're the only species to do that. No one else does that.
No, we sit around and we eat every other species died in one sitting. We sit down to a plate of food that all the food we eating belongs to other species. They supposed to be eating it, and we sitting there eating it. First of all, the meat on your plate, and then you wind up eating the meat along with the potatoes and the rice and the bread, and then the beans, and then you wonder why your stomach is bloated and you stink. And your auntie don't want you to come over to her house because she knows as soon as you come over there, you're gonna funk up the bathroom. And it don't just stay in the bathroom; it seep all the way out.
Yeah.
And auntie be like, "Is that Richard over here pooping again?
Yeah.
Would you please poop at home?" Anyway, I'm done.
So Bill Gates purchased a lot of agricultural lands.
I heard that.
Yeah. He's doing a lot of stuff right now. Bill
Gates got stuff going on because he got some cash. So he always got something going on.
He's invested into the vaccine. He's invested into a lot of different things.
He's the one that got the vaccine going.
Yeah, him.
Oh.
So what are you projecting to do this year?
I know. Thank you for bringing it back.
Well, but this is a conversation that people are asking questions. We don't know what to do. And one of the ways you can combat some of this is to get, your program into other cities and states, because it's important. People, I'm telling
We
you,
need to wake people up.
one of my little girls came by was the other day. She said she had gained a lot of weight. She's like, yeah, I'm on this keto diet where I just eat dairy. And wait. Mind you, and I love her dearly. Mind you, this is how she's talking to me. Oh, my allergies. So I'm like, really? I said, honey, first, if you do nothing else, just cut out the dairy. Really? I said, yes. I said, you can't breathe. You're choking.
Poor baby.
But they don't know. So we got to get the information to people and like an overall package. But the hood, heal the hood is important.
Yeah. So we even got to do an event with a charter school out here for the holidays where we're able to impact 50 families that were in need at Aspire Charter School out here, which was super dope because it was myself, Monk, Dr. Milton Mills, and the Vegan Hood Chefs. So we did a presentation for all the parents that wanted to tune in, and then we were able to impact 50 families by getting them vegan meals and also providing them with the resources of a plant-based box. So the boxes and the produce that we put out, they get exposed, they get to try different things, and they get the education behind it. And that's what the whole movement is all about, is being able to go into our own cities, seeing people that look just like you and talking about how to make these transitions, mind, body, and spirit, right? Because it's not just the nutrition that we're talking about. It's not just the physical. We're talking about the whole transformation and taking the steps and learning who's the coaches in your community that are doing the changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you want to change, but you don't know who to reach out to. So we also provide the community with those resources. Who are the local coaches in your communities? And those are usually our guest speakers for the event.
Okay, before we go, come on my podcast. Main criteria is 100% vegan. All of you would be perfect. Invite us and we'll be there, Kathleen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One of the things that I always wanted to do, maybe you guys can implement it, or when we kind of come aboard out here for you. One of the things I did with my sons, I had one son who was very, very picky. And I could make something, he'll just look at it and go, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I took them one day and we went down to the farmer's market and I told him to make a dish, but I gave him the same dish that he said he ain't like. I said, this is the one you're going to make. And we went down to the farmer's market and we walked around and they got a chance to pick their ingredients and try different things. And he went home and he made it.
And he ate it. Of course.
Because it was delicious. So, and what we did was we played Top Chef. So everybody got a chance to taste everyone's food. And we kind of, I taste all the herbs in this. And I've always wanted to do that with a group of, kids who are not exposed, because it changes their mind. Go ahead, baby.
So we did with Aspire, and that gave us, me and the Vegan Hood Chefs were actually talking about getting like a 30-day program that we can do with like high school level, like 9th through 12th grade, that we spend 30 days with them. And we go over, how to cook these meals, how to start making these transitions while they're in high school and incorporating that on that particular level. So we're actually looking to get that all put together right now.
Oh, good. That's great. So if someone wanted to bring you guys into their community with this, they just need to follow you, hit you up. And what would be the steps? And once they talk to you, what would be the next kind of steps?
So what we've done is we partnered with local inner city community farms. All the events were pretty much essentially at inner city community farms that people didn't even know that they had right in their backyard of their community, right? And these farms are normally giving away produce weekly to, local community people, or they're giving it away at a very low cost, right? So it's affordable fruits and vegetables that are grown right there in your community. So we partnered with them. So finding a location like that we can host the event, and then reaching out and finding the actual people that are doing the work in the community. So that's the one thing I don't want to, when we do these events, I don't want you to have to reach out to somebody that's across town, across country, somebody that's actually providing these resources right there, in your own backyard.
Okay. Nice. Now, and Monk, I'm with your program. because I know you want to expand that and get people like, what would you suggest, or how could people?
Yeah,
besides reaching out,
all they have to do is go to my website, and I don't know. I'm to a place where everybody's trying to find themselves. Like everybody is searching for what is this all about? You know, saying, well, who am I? What is this all about? And I think everybody's goal is that, even if they don't know that's their goal. Everybody's trying to figure it out, right? So for me, I had so much trial and error, and then I realized it was so simple. It was always there, right? So my goal is, once you know what it's all about, once you know who you are, everything else in your life is going to change.
Yes.
I didn't even look for a plant-based diet.
No.
When you tap into something higher than your limited thoughts and mind, you hear the whispers of what to do and where to go. The signs are always there.
You started to track, yeah.
When I started meditating, I started meditating because I was an alcoholic, and I started having bleeding issues, and I didn't know what else to do. I did the organized religion, I did all that, but in sitting down, I didn't know what it was going to do for me. But what it got rid of my old program and started to create a new one that was my real true self, not the program. With this different self came different thoughts. With this different self came a different occupation, different diet, different way of living, moving, thinking, breathing, being, right? So I want people to not struggle with things individually. I want them to work on their whole self all the time, right? Yeah. And I believe this is so powerful and so healing. And at the same time, you start to realize who you really are. And if you don't know who you are, then you're just acting out of program. That's all you're doing. You don't know the things that you do is not even you. When I was selling drugs and I was doing what I was doing, it wasn't me. I was a robot. I was in the matrix. I was doing these things because I didn't know anything else.
Yeah, but that's what you were surrounded with at that time. That was the reality of the community.
Of the world that you knew.
Yeah.
So usually what it takes what it takes to get you to look a different direction is something tragic. A lot of people
it shouldn't.
It shouldn't, and that's why we're here. This is why we're here, right? Yeah. So usually it's a prison sentence that makes you go inward, do some introspective work. Health condition, an accident, something that makes you, what is this really about? What is this? Let me question my own reality one time, right? What is this? What do I need to do? Why am I here? We are all here specifically for something, here on purpose for a purpose. And if you don't know what that is, you need to get still. I say motivation comes from inspiration. Inspiration comes from alignment, and alignment comes from getting still. We have to get still. We have to be there. We have to be present. And when we do get present and we are consistent with being present, we can get those messages on how to move forward with our lives. We are in alignment. We have to align with our true self.
And it's nothing better than when they all work together. You know, Babette knows I'm like I told you, we kind of like mirroring each other here. And I'm opening this facility where we are together called Reclaim Haven. It's like reclaiming your truth and redesigning your blueprint, because we all have blueprints that we've been living by, not necessarily ones that we gave ourselves, our parents gave us. And we've been playing out these roles and the script that we wrote. And we're not even those people anymore. So I put myself on a 90-day spiritual program that and it was work. And then after I finished that one, I put myself on a reflection calendar that's 60 days. I'm in that now. So just looking at everything as my reflection, because if you want to change yourself, you cannot be pointing the finger at everything that appears in your life. You really have to become an introspective.
Dropping jewels right now. I hope people are paying attention.
You know, so what I'm saying, when Reclaim comes, y'all gonna be all up in there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, we're working on it now. But with that said, someone says, how do you get kids to eat plant-based foods? Don't tell them it's plant-based. One of the things, because they won't know.
I just show them one of the more evil cow videos.
A lot of kids,
sometimes kids go, no, is that what we do? Is that where it comes from? Because most kids don't know where ham comes from. They don't know where, you know what I'm saying? You have to tell them that comes from this.
Yeah. And kids like things they're bright and vibrant. You know?
But really taking them to the store and letting them, they have children books now that are all about plant-based eating. And then you can, like you said, you come up with recipes, take them to the store.
I always tell people, right, if you really tell kids from the very young age what that food is, they won't eat it.
Yeah.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
They don't even gravitate towards it as kids.
Right.
They only get it because we
True.
program them to say, here, this is how you eat,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
like she said, kids go off your cues.
They
If
sure
you show
do.
that vegan meals are yummy and awesome, kids will. And nowadays, I mean, I know a lot of people talk about the, a lot of the transitional foods, but when you're trying to transition them, if you don't want them to miss a burger, but they have things that you can make that it's just as delicious. I know so many people now who are not vegans who still eat meat that are getting a little nervous about their bodies and about their flows not flowing. The men ain't flowing like they used to flow. And now they're talking about, I got me a
they get all the pounds back.
Yeah, of course they got to be on burger because what they really need to understand, there's only one kind of fat that's gonna clog them arteries. It's either gonna be a stroke, a heart attack, or that pee ain't gonna work no more.
And when the pee ain't working, they really
and they'll take the stroke and the heart attack before they take losing the pee. They're just like, oh no.
Yeah, but
come on.
So let's see. My daughter's snack foods were carrots and apples, herbal fruit teas. She never felt deprived. Yeah, it's really a mindset because my kids don't eat it, and people didn't even realize they didn't eat meat, and sometimes they would hand them things if I wasn't there because I would bring them something that looked similar, or something so they felt like they were part. What, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is it? Pigs are fourth smartest animal. Arnold was the smartest one on Green Acres.
You know what? Oh, Tom, leave it to Tom. Leave it to Tom. But I want to say my girl Judy in scales. Judy, if you're learning, this is exactly what Sunday Bites and Tidbits is about. I went to school with her, and anything that we can share that will raise our understanding is what we need to be doing. It's our purpose. It's our job to do that. So thanks, you guys.
So we are winding down, man. We are down to the last 5 minutes. Tell us something. I'm going to put your social media down here, guys. So give us that information again so that everyone will have it.
Yeah, on Facebook, it's Cat Fitness. On Instagram, it's Cat Fitness 3. And on YouTube, Cat Fitness.
Wait a minute, that was fast.
I'm still trying to get the C.
Oh.
And you got capital A's and stuff.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on. So, okay, Facebook,
Cat Fitness.
Cat Fitness, TNESS.
For those that are watching and listening, make sure you go check out our Heal the Hood page too.
Cat Fitness 3 or 03?
Cat Fitness 3 on IG, Instagram.
And then Monk?
Instagram is monk_eternal. And on Facebook is Vegan Monk.
Okay. So give us some last words, gentlemen.
Go ahead and start it off.
Well, I'm glad everybody was here watching the show. And
it was a good show today. I think.
Wait. Okay, I know you're gonna kill me, Monk.
Eternal.
Okay.
Well, that's what I did.
I got it this time. Shoot, I'm smart.
At the end of the show.
These shows are so important, and people don't realize we are doing this for you. Mm-hmm. We are doing this for you, right? We come on here and volunteer our time because we care about the collective thing that's going on this planet, right? And we're here to educate and inform people, and it's from a place of love. Me and this dude, this is like my little brother, right? We do everything from a place of love, and we'll be gladly answer any of your questions if you contact us on social media. If you want us to come work with you, if you want us to come speak to kids that may be going one direction or the other, that's what I'm really focusing on, getting to the people that are at the crossroads in their life, right?
You know what? I have to vouch for him. He is telling the 100% truth. These guys are phenomenal.
Thank you. Yeah, but we are.
No, but your hearts are from the first time we met you guys. It's just all been perfect.
All love. It's all love at the end of the day.
Hey, when you see, this is I believe it's 100%. We came here as love. We lost our way, but when you get back to who you really are, your life is going to reflect.
That's right. What they also used to say, created in and of love.
That's it.
That's it. I know that's it. And by the way, you guys, I'm working on getting the old Instagram page back, but you can find me at Babette Davis Chef on IG.
And this is real quick.
Oh, yes.
Let's just talk about a
Yes.
little bit about that.
Real
because,
quick.
you know, consciousness, and we talk about where we are in our
Yes.
mindset. And when that happened, it was so devastating.
It was devastating.
You got caught up in what wasn't real.
Exactly.
It was like they took my. There's a sense of a violation.
No. What it felt like, I came home, put my key in the door, and somebody was inside my house and changed my locks and just locked me out. And there was nobody to help me get back in. Now, it was completely and totally devastating at first. However, after talking to her, I talked to some folks that just kind of, and it was like, that is not, IG ain't your life. What if what the government decide? We shutting IG down. What you gonna do?
We back in the street.
Let me just say, I know what is real in this human experience, and I know what ain't. And I'm not getting ready to trip over nobody's platform because it ain't my life.
Come on.
So if I get the page back, I get it back. If not, I got a new page. And when the government decide to shut Instagram down, I don't give a damn.
You know what? You can't. Nobody can stop your shine.
Thank you.
No matter what.
You know, it's so interesting because people like Malcolm and Martin and all those that at that time had no social media, no platforms, were impacting the whole world, though.
They were.
You know,
and the word was getting out.
All that kind of stuff. They were impacting the whole world, and they didn't do anything but put that energy out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, y'all.
Well, with that said, we want to thank you
it's
guys.
time to go.
So I know we were so tired. Now we're energized because even for me, this show does so much. It just reminds me to remind me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It reminds me to remind me of all the things that I need to be doing to continue to move myself forward across the board. And we are open and willing to share all that with you. We want to thank you guys so much for coming on. Make sure you guys put everything in the feed. You can also hit us up on Messenger or whatever these things are on this social media. And we will, if you need any, have any questions and you can't reach them, we will make sure you are meet to them. No mustard, like one flex.
Come on, I'll do a flex if y'all do a flex.
I mean, look,
okay,
look, no,
okay.
There ain't no meeting that.
Here's my flex.
Hold on.
Where's my flex?
Hold on.
Oh, we lost them.
No, we didn't. They're right here.
Chef's flex. Oh, I mean, you can't see it. There it is.
You got it, Chef.
It's a flexing evening. Thank you guys again.
Love
we'll
you.
See you next time.
Love
Bye, y'all. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Pull them out and let's just say goodbye. So next week, guys, we want to thank you guys for tuning back, and we had a big audience.
This was
today.
a good show.
And we had a lot of people on. So hopefully we're building, and helping and building, because the more people we build, the more people we can help. And we will be gearing up for our online workshops and things that covers, and we're going to have people like Monk and Cat as part of it to really give some good information. Next week, we have Dr. Tiona on. She's going to share some great information, so make sure you guys tune in. We initially was thinking about moving it to 5 o'clock, but I think right now we're going to leave it right.
Yeah, we're going to leave it where it is.
Because we
and by the way, visit my
Instagram?
My email. Go to my email. What is it?
I don't know what you're looking for.
Email. It's my website. I think it's
Chef Babette.
chefbabette.com. And please check out the Love Your Age thing and leave your email address. Would you please? Love you.
Yes.
Love you. Bye.
At the Terrah. I'm gonna put mine in because I'm trying to grow my Instagram. You know, I need some people too.
Yeah, I only have 2,000 now. I had 133,000. But I got 2,000 now. I love all 2,000.
That's right. So make sure you follow us because there may be some other information on there that we not have. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next
Sunday.
Oh yeah, thank you. The good Dr. Montgomery show was great, wasn't it great? Yeah. Anyway, any other questions? Thank you guys.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye bye.
Love you.
I don't know how to get out. Okay.